Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We are Vampire the Masquerade.
I'm Alyssa.
Who are you?
I'm Duncan.
I'm Kinsey.
I'm Emily.
I think we're supposed to have our character names
Yep.
too. I am playing Frederick Devlin.
I'm playing Vanator.
I'm playing Maximilian.
I'm Nakia Heikal.
Okay, we have 2 Ravenos, a Nosferatu, and a Ventru. The game will be taking place in Boston, Massachusetts. You both are information brokers. Well, your concept was an investigator, and you are a lawyer. So there is a rather busy, well-known haven. It's a pub in downtown Boston called Flanagan's. It is vampire owned. It is one of his herd, or not herd. Basically, one of his herd runs it, and it's where you guys gather to get most of your information or to meet contacts. You know that it's a safe place to go, and you guys just frequent there if you want. So everybody kind of knows everybody. Kind of makes it a little easier to flow with the game. And currently, neither of you are have any contracts going for any information. You don't have any cases going that you're investigating, and you don't have any lawsuits going on. So you guys are rather free. You aren't tied up in anything special. Did you guys all buy contacts? You did.
I did.
You did, and
Did I? What?
contacts, backgrounds.
There's only one background to do.
Yeah.
So you did have some contacts?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, it kind of makes sense for all of you to have contacts anyway.
Find it on the sheet.
The owner of the pub is Connor McPherson. He's a human. He's the only one that really is ever here. Occasionally you'll see his boss come in. We'll deal with a few things. There's a rather large brouhaha that stands next to the door. Throws people out if they need to.
What's his name?
Sam.
Intimidating.
Can we call him Moose?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not that I can hear.
You guys are for whatever reason you're here for the night, whether it's to catch a drink, to have, shoot shit with friends or whatever. And we'll say you're all sitting at the bar, and Connor, he starts talking, just rambling on. There's a TV up in the corner, and a murder, or a series of murders. There's a serial killer on the loose that has been insinuating his victims, bleeding them completely dry. But as far as you guys have heard, the blood is left on the scene, so it's not being drank. There is no culprit. You're a lawyer. Mm-hmm. You have a contact in the sheriff's department, and the sheriff's department, or he has told you that they're getting very, very close to barking up the wrong tree, or they're getting really, really close to the Camarilla. So that's distressing to all of you. What do you want to do?
First off, can I get y'all's names again? Because I forgot what they were.
Yeah. Maximilian.
I know you're Maximilian.
Nakia.
How do you spell that?
N-A-K-I.
I hope that the thing
M-
can hear us.
N this way.
Oh, N.
A.
You didn't take
K-I-A?
any calls or
Yes.
merits.
Alright, and what was yours?
Vanator.
And how do you spell that?
Vanator.
Okay. And I'm Frederick and she's Maximilian.
So
Interesting.
what are we supposed to touch on in this game?
It's just a run through.
It's just
So we
like,
all get the concept of it.
okay, there's not like I don't have to run you through combat specifically.
No,
or
another
anything.
game didn't even. It was Legend of the Five Rings. I think they didn't even have combat, so it's not really that. It's just kind of
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Just
Like
Where was it?
I think it's like try and get like
a
a pretty,
conflict and a resolution. I think was something that
Like-
that we might need.
try to have like a pretty well-rounded, typical
okay.
game.
I mean, the direction I'm going has got that. Combat in Vampire is one of those things that you can actually play the entire game without if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
Because it's mostly storytelling and combat is very, very deadly.
Okay, but anyway, so
I don't know. Order me a drink.
You get your drink ordered up.
Yes. Can I call up my peeps, my little inside person, see if they got any more information?
You can. Your cell phone. It's late, but I mean, he works around. He's a detective, so he works around the clock. Nothing new. Of course, the report coming from there. You've been in on the case, or at least got the inside scoop on the case for the past several days, and there hasn't been anything new. And up until now, this is the newest victim. Usually, there's no motive. There's no frequency. It's not like just hookers or just children or just this. It's sporadic. The last victim was a school teacher. She was 24, 25 years old, and the latest victim was a fireman. So you have no idea what's going on with it. You have a voicemail on your cell phone.
Yeah.
So, and you actually get a call at go straight to voicemail for whatever reason. And there's a voicemail.
just turn her phone off. She's in a club. Why not?
Yeah,
It's not a club, it's a bar.
It's
an
a
Irish
bar.
pub.
It's a club.
It's a club bar.
There is no dancing in Irish pubs
I can
unless it's
guess.
I mean,
unless
yes, there
you're-
is.
Unless you're river dancing.
What if I want to dance? Nobody stop me. I'm Maximilian.
Okay.
Okay.
Voicemail.
I mean, the voicemail is you also have a contact in the sheriff's department, but it's the lead investigator, rather where yours is just a detective. He says he needs your help. We can't figure it out. So now for both of you two, these two are where you get most of your information. If you got are you a defense attorney? Or are you a
Are you an ace attorney?
I did it too, but I was afraid we were all gonna do it at once.
I guess I'll be a defense attorney.
So you're a defense attorney. So I mean, you get cases where you have to, prove someone who's obviously guilty or innocent. So these two get you the right information that you need to make sure that
Or
he's
the wrong
innocent.
information.
Well, if you're good at your job, you get the right information. And I mean, you guys are all pretty well versed with each other, so you work together. If it's a high enough paying job, and you can cut them some. I mean, private detective over here can be like forge some crime scene investigation, you get them right off the hook. It's a pretty cut and dry situation. You're all members of the Camarilla, so you guys work together rather well. I mean, so.
Did the crime scene happen near the bar we're at?
No. Well, a couple blocks away. I mean, it's not like it's still that sporadic too. I mean, one happened at a school. Student showed up the next morning. Two that are teachers saying waited on the floor.
It's very traumatizing.
There are some teachers I wish I could come in and see that though. I mean,
And the other
I shouldn't say
one,
that on that video.
and the other one, the fireman fell asleep at night. Woke up, he was strung to the rafters the same way, and there's been 2 other victims before that. So basically, it's just the sheriff's department calling you in to get your help. Not necessarily right now, whenever you have your free time.
We're all pretty free right now.
And as of right now, no one's come to either of you for information on it. If you want information on it, that's your own free will, and you get no money out of that. So it depends on how you use your abilities.
I want some information on it.
Okay. You got contacts you could call.
Ring.
Who are you calling?
I don't know.
Somebody.
I just picked up the phone.
How many contacts did you get?
3.
3 points.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is just 3 contacts.
Probably.
What is that picture?
Technical difficulties.
Maybe it's difficulties. She's like, no, you don't have to run the game. And then she's like, hey, you have to run the game.
Just kidding.
I thought we might have this.
No.
There it is. Contacts. 3 major contacts. You also have allies. Alright, you call up your contact. You also have a contact at the sheriff's department. It's an easy one to have a contact at. I'm going to go ahead and say you have one of the crime team investigators. His name is Dexter. And you inquire about it.
So I'm calling Dexter.
You are.
Hello, Dexter. I need some info.
What do you need?
On the crime scene. The recent one. What's going on there?
It's Boston. Which one?
The big one. With the blood.
With the blood or the no blood?
I thought you said there was blood.
They were simulated, so they were drained of the blood.
Well, the
Was
one with
blood
the blood
still there?
everywhere.
Yeah, it wasn't everywhere. There's none with it over there.
What?
Yeah, no, the blood was on at the crime scene, but it wasn't everywhere. They were drained of it, and it was in like a pot.
I thought you said it was everywhere.
in
You've been lying to me, Dexter. Anyways, that one. That would be the
I
one.
have no information. I mean, not really. No leads on it. Okay.
Pardon, Dexter.
Anything you want to know?
I want another
Dexter didn't
drink.
know
I
anything,
can't
guys.
handle this.
I hope.
Huh?
I said I
Hold
want
my
another
drink
drink.
up in my hand, switch it around, and chuckle.
They are all right there in listening distance of each other, so.
Whoops.
I'm gonna call one of my
I am pretty
pimps
sassy.
since I'm a swag guy
That
over
is,
here.
that is my demeanor.
What'd you say?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna throw my cup on the floor and demand another. Because I'm rambunctious.
You pay for a glass. 'Cause
Yes!
you're gonna take your shit.
Like breaking things.
I guess after a little while, I mean, y'all don't get anywhere. You guys get a text
terrible.
message.
Wait, who gets a text message?
Everyone.
Oh, yay.
It's basically,
Oh, wait, one.
to summarize it, the prince is upset. He does not like the idea that the authorities are sticking their nose into, or nearly into, Camarilla business, because that's where it's leading them to. It goes on to tell you that there was one of your kindred found at a crime scene, but he just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, they got him.
In custody.
Yeah, they got him in custody. So the prince is upset. You know, I mean,
What's his name?
Joseph.
It's a great
It's
name.
Joseph.
Which crime scene and when? The close one?
It's the most recent one. He was arrested there.
Why
They haven't
didn't
been
Dexter
able.
told me that?
They haven't been.
Because Dexter.
He didn't know.
How
He
is it going on?
didn't.
What is
Well, I
this?
have to start going checks.
What is this sheriff department doing?
Yeah, really.
The text message goes on to tell you that there is nothing linking him to the crime in terms of what is it called? Diagnostic, where they not diagnostics.
Yeah.
Is that
Is
it?
he a witness? No.
No, he was there.
He's a suspect.
He's a suspect,
Not
but
a
there's
witness.
nothing linking him to the crime
Okay.
in terms of
Besides he's a vampire.
fingerprints.
Well,
They don't even know he's a vampire. They
Okay.
just
They're humans.
have a.
I guess they're humans.
They just have one of your kindred in custody, and the only direction that it could go from here is the idea that it's a vampire draining these. However, it is strange that they're not drinking the blood; it's just draining it.
Until he popped, apparently.
Whatever's handy. And he's pissed. He wants to make sure that everyone, or that all kindred under the Masquerade in Boston, find the culprit and hand it over to the authorities.
Info
You good to
broker.
me?
I am not an investigator.
Wouldn't the fact that there was blood, wouldn't the vampires have to do a save roll? Well, I mean, if they were actual game.
Not
game,
necessarily
but-
the willpower time, like it doesn't matter.
I scratched my head in confusement. Confusement? Is that a word? Confusement.
So I guess he wants
Confoundedness.
Break
everybody.
another glass. I'm so angry. And knock over all the glasses. I'll walk outside for fresh air.
I mean, all they have to do is spend a willpower point and they get an automatic success.
I'm
So-
outside right now.
Okay, you were outside.
Yeah.
It's downtown Boston. You know what? 9 or well, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
At night.
Is it a weekend?
It is Thursday.
I hate Thursdays. Okay. I look around. Is there anything happening? None. It's
Or
just
you're
Boston.
still in the bar.
No, I'm
Or
walking
you went
outside.
She was outside.
I went outside.
You went outside. I mean, no, there's nothing going. I mean, there's
Nothing.
cabs picking people up, dropping
Yeah.
people off.
Alright, so I have 5 contacts.
You do. So you have 5 major contacts.
Yeah.
So when you, we're actually going to start rolling for the checks for now.
Is it a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All of those are
DC
10.
roll your-
Alive. Sorry.
I would join you outside.
I'm gonna walk on the street.
It's so stuffy in
Leave
there.
me alone.
And there's broken glass everywhere.
Good. Post my steps in.
So does my herd follow me? Or do I just leave
No,
them home
you're-
in my dilapidated
have-
mansion?
It doesn't necessarily have to be a dilapidated.
You said it was a
I'll live in an
dilapidated
RV.
I said, or could be.
What? I do. I'm a traveler. I live in an RV. It's pretty great. I don't care about your mansion.
Hell no.
An RV's like a mansion to me. It's not big.
I
Okay.
don't want to hang out with you guys.
Because we're awesome. My name's Mexico, that's why.
Because shut up, that's why.
Because maybe eventually you'll need a swag tag lawyer. You never know when you'll need one. You could be. You never know. Your name is Frederick. You could be a swag daddy lawyer. I mean, not a lawyer. Just a swag daddy. I'm the lawyer.
What are you looking for? If you don't know what it is, why don't you look it up in the index?
Where I need to be.
Oh,
I'm walking down the street.
where are you going?
Okay. All right. So
Somewhere.
you have
Maxie.
No.
streetwise
Don't go
or.
there.
I have 4 streetwise.
All right. So if you wanted to use your contacts, you would roll 9 dice. If that's what you're trying to do is find your information. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm gonna say
Don't throw them
the
everywhere.
difficulty level is going to be a 6. So 6s or higher are successes.
This is due.
Which are 10 over there.
Is this a 6 or a 9?
That's a
It doesn't matter. It's still above 6.
9,
Oh yeah.
8.
Sorry.
So 2 successes.
That's
That's a 10. That's a 1.
Oh,
Do you get to reroll 10s? On something you do.
I probably don't remember. I didn't read anything on it. So 2 successful.
Alright, so you
Does it count?
okay. So you got 2 successes. You phone around. You catch a little bit of information. Only that the suspect claims to have seen someone leaving the scene. When he arrived, when he arrived, there was nothing going on really, except there was a person just dangling there. And the suspect said that he saw someone leaving the scene. Did not have a really good description. They were hooded. Other than that, you don't have very much information.
Well, this is not helping us at all. I'm gonna still walk down the street. I'm just heading off to nowhere, looking around.
Where did he leave from?
We'll say something.
Like, were they in a building or like?
Yeah, they were in an industrial building uptown. It was just a factory, makes insert random product here. He showed up. He was one of the floor managers, not shift floor managers. I guess vampire's gotta work. He was the only one there. And when he got there, and as he got there, authorities got there, but he saw someone leave out the back door. But the authorities didn't. They saw him, saw the body, the blood, and then arrested.
I suppose we could try looking there.
Okay.
He's still outside the bar. I can't hear him. I'm down the street.
I guess you guys are.
I'm down the street.
What are you doing on the street?
I'm just looking around,
Okay.
walking down the street.
There
Guess
are
we should go find a taxi.
there are cabs driving recklessly, terrifying.
I ain't terrified. I live on the streets.
There's hookers.
Lovely.
It happens.
We'll
It's
give me one of
Boston.
them.
I could be that lawyer.
Oh god.
That'd be a great pickup line, not really.
Anyways, I guess if we're going to look, we should go get.
Me.
What are you? You're a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
Aren't you?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So who's already left?
I'm gone.
She
She
left.
left. We went outside though.
I did go outside.
But she
but
didn't follow me.
Okay,
I
so
stood there
you
looking
were
at you
just
aimlessly.
getting information. You don't even have to be talking to them to get that information.
Yeah.
You have that information.
Yeah.
Until you give that information, then they do not have it.
Yeah, I was just wondering who left so I can know who to give the information to.
I'm just obliviously down
So
the
it's
street.
like-
I'm
So-
outside watching him leave.
Yes. Swag daddy.
Like,
That's like,
look at
well,
all that. What's over here?
Yeah, pretty much. Find some carrots.
I'll be your lawyer.
Yes.
I
Man.
thought this game was supposed to be serious.
Where's your swag daddy? I
Okay.
need a new person.
Yes. So
Game
both of y'all are
is
still
serious.
inside.
Yes.
I'm gonna wander aimlessly back towards the bar.
Okay.
Aimlessly
You
towards the
get,
bar.
get back towards the bar. Okay. Is this a frequent occurrence? Like,
Yes.
She's a gypsy.
I roam. I roam. I can't sit still.
okay.
So I went down the street and back. And now I'm pacing circles in front of the bar.
I'm watching amusedly.
I'll pace circles around you.
Oh,
In front of the
I'm
bar.
no longer amused.
Okay.
I'm motion sick.
Good.
So, I guess I just hang up the phone or just kind of back into them or whatever. Like,
Can we see you? Hey.
well, I'm sitting at the bar.
I would just wave with you going. Hey.
So like, well, he beckoned for us, so let's
Well,
go.
he beckoned, so I just waved.
Let's just go with him.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
I want another drink.
Appears we may have had a
Connor is unimpressed with you.
I won't break it this time. Oh.
appears we
Gives you a sleepy cup.
Yes! That's what I was aiming for.
Okay.
appears we may have had a sighting of our perpetrator at the Twinkie factory.
Man.
It's not even a
I thought
Twinkie
Twinkies were
factory. They just
extinct.
bagged the Twinkies there.
I love
Twinkies.
Twinkie Bag Factory.
So, better go to them Twinkies.
But to the best of my knowledge, she was seen leaving out the back as soon as my contact arrived.
Well,
My lawyer instincts are kicking in. I need to go investigate.
Well, she's the investigator. What are you talking about?
I gotta go talk to people.
Gotta go back
Peeps.
right now.
Yeah. Well,
Where is the Twinkie factory? I start walking in the direction I think it is.
Downtown.
Maximilian. I'm going the wrong way.
I turn around and go the right way.
I'm going to. I'll pay for a cab.
Oh, okay. That works for me.
Alright.
I don't like tight spaces.
So
I throw up?
there's 4 of you in a cab,
Yep.
Yay!
and shoulder to shoulder.
Can I sit on the roof? I don't do good in close.
Well, it's
Oh.
okay because we got one of those van cabs.
Oh, okay. It's a van cab.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
actually a cash cab.
That
love
would be
cash
so
cab.
inconvenient. So going to get a murderer? Yes, a murderer.
I'm going to go murder someone and you stop me in a cash cab. That guy's a really funny comedian too.
Mm.
He's a comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, who knew?
Mhm.
Okay, off subject. Okay, we are in the cash cab heading towards the Twinkie factory.
This is great.
I know it's
I don't know if it's actually
it's
answering this
random
question.
Indian guy named Ahmed.
Ahmed?
Yeah.
I liked Bob. I miss Bob.
Ahmed or Ahmed?
He was the
Ahmed.
Bruja.
Sam.
Oh, I thought it was Bob. I gave him a simple name. It just happened to be Bob.
The
Maximilian
Bruja
is
is
broke.
Sam,
I like
and
Bob.
then Connor is the human behind the counter.
And the Dexter.
I don't know where I got Bob then. I just thought there was a Bob.
So, are we at the Twinkie factory yet? Please tell me we're at the Twinkie factory.
I'm gonna throw up.
You're the Twinkie factory.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Shove my way out of the car.
after a 45-minute drive, you are down.
45 minutes away from the Twinkie factory?
No, I said it was uptown.
You said it was downtown.
No, I said you were
I
downtown.
definitely threw up a couple of times.
At least
Yeah.
you're not Alyssa.
No, but I don't like tight spaces.
Okay.
So I threw up a couple of times.
I'm going to get out of this cab as fast as I can because I'm tired of this guy asking me questions and then throwing up in the back seat.
I'm not paying for that. I'm just gonna leave. Nothing happened. Just kind of smells like dead animals.
Okay, I mean,
What up?
We're at the
there.
Twinkie factory. Okay.
I mean, it's
I-
quarantined off.
Oh.
There's
Jump on
police
the
tape
quarantine.
everywhere.
Does she have any investigator powers that can get into the scene?
Yes.
I'm very intimidating.
Question, do I? Yes.
Yeah, I have a 2 intimidation.
I have
What
3
do you have?
intimidation. So I'm gonna intimidate the pants on these people. Hmm.
I had a 3 investigation.
I have a 3 in manipulation, so I can
You can investigate.
intimidate them and then manipulate them.
I have a 3 in obfuscation.
When you roll your investigation, you roll 5 dice because based off your investigation and your perception.
I have a 3 in obfuscation, so I could just walk
Okay.
on.
So 6 and up. So there's 110.
So it's 2.
Any ones?
Mm-mm.
Ones cancel out successes. So
That's
if you botch, you cancel out a success.
Mhm.
We're gonna go ahead and say what you're doing right now. You're trying to get in without tipping anybody off. So after milling around for 20 or 30 minutes, you find a fire escape that will allow you to get into the building.
I have a 3 in obfuscate. I could just walk in.
You can. You activate obfuscate. He's like.
So wait, how did she get in?
She finds you guys a fire escape,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and he just walks in. Obfuscate piece of shit.
I climbed a ladder.
I was LARPing Vampire the Masquerade once, and in order to obfuscate, you have to do this on your chest, and it signals that you're obfuscating. So this, like, I was having a conversation, we were supposed to be playing in character about what this person next to me wanted to know. And he was doing this, so I couldn't technically see him. So I had to carry on a conversation like he wasn't there. But he was like breathing really, really heavy. He was a really, really fat nerdy guy, and he was like, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this, I quit. Anyway, you're
Ladders.
inside
I'm
before.
climbing.
You're in before them.
He's
You
been
see
in for
where
30 minutes. Looking around. He's fucking playing glass.
There's police tape where the corpse was hanging. It was hanging from a conveyor belt that was just going in circles.
That's awesome.
That's very
That's
awesome.
terrible.
So, I mean, the body is no longer there, but there's actually a like a firearm cutout hanging where it was, just to simulate the crime scene, and a few buckets that you can only guess simulate where the blood was found. It's, for the most part, you can tell that it's already been investigated and nobody found anything. Well, after you get a good look around, you hear some crashing and they come in through the roof.
Yeah, because I'm not very stealthy. Level 1.
I am, sort of. Oh,
There's
she's
no
much
one-
more stealthy
I'm
than
not
I am.
stealthy at all. I'm the one who fell through the roof, okay?
There's
I'm
no one
sorry.
you really have to be stealthy from, so you're just in.
Okay,
Okay. I still might have
do
fallen.
I need to investigate?
It depends on what you're looking for.
I am looking for... I'm not looking for anything. I really want to see the body, but it's not here.
I'm just a lawyer. I don't have any investigation skills.
Yeah, just kind of standing back, my hands in my pockets.
Did anybody put investigation for their knowledges?
I did.
I
I have 3.
I have none.
And she's an
you use
investigator.
Perception to do that.
Perception and investigate.
You have what?
Yeah,
Dominate,
5, like both.
fortitude, and presence.
I don't see
I have
dominate.
resources. Can I use those?
Are you gonna call somebody?
I don't know. You're not.
That's what
You just took
resources
3
are.
points of obfuscate.
Well, nobody I call tells me anything, so I'm not gonna call
I know,
anybody.
right?
God. It's
Me and
like
Dexter are gonna
useless.
have a chat later.
Why do I even have it? I'm pretty famous. Not really.
Presence.
I'm just gonna walk around the factory. Aimlessly.
Oh, okay. What presence you have to perform? You can empower or like enthrall people.
Are you just standing back there and we can't see you? Where did he go?
He was just there.
Oh, there he is again. How are you doing that?
Magic. Are we really high? Because I have a phobia of heights.
No, we are actually.
Oh.
Thank God. I thought we were like up on some balcony thing because you
Well-
said roof, didn't you? So you said we came in through the roof.
You came in through the roof, yes. So I'm sure you were freaking
Oh,
out.
God.
You have to have 4 points to be able to vanish from mind's eye, but
Well, like,
it's fine.
2 is unseen presence, at least in this book. And that just lets you
Yeah.
It is.
go unseen as long as people aren't looking for you.
Yeah.
No,
If they're not
we were.
actively looking
Then
for
where'd
you,
he
it
go?
should be okay. Okay. I mean, there's the crime scene.
Where did the guy leave through? Did you say a door? Just through the back door?
Just
Either an exit or the back of the building. You
I'm-
guys came in.
I
through
want
the
to go investigate that exit.
side. There is one exit. It is a fire, like an emergency exit, but there's 2 shutter doors where trucks will unload. I guess Twinkies.
let's go.
Is it like a... Are there any footprints around that would let me know if it were like a werewolf or something? I don't know why that werewolf would be tying people to the ceiling, but...
Okay, and if it were a werewolf, you would not want to be doing this investigation.
No, I was gonna leave because my guy's a baby and he wants to go.
Werewolves would tear back
I'm
and
gonna go look
forth.
around the chat.
Do a perception and investigate. So you have 5. So roll 5 times.
You done good.
Does it count? Did I get them all?
You got 4. That one negates 1 success. So you got 3. 3 successes. Alright. You're milling around. You don't really find anything inside. But you step outside, and you look, and you catch on the corner of the like the brick wall. There's a wire sticking out from the frame of the door, and it's got like a little tuft of hair on it. Well, now it's got your DNA on it.
Why did you touch it?
Whoops.
All right.
Is it animal hair or person hair?
Well, I don't know.
Well, look at it. Does it look like animal hair or person hair?
It
Looks like hair.
person hair. It
There's
is
a
not
fine definition
fur.
between animal hair and person hair.
It's
Okay.
not fur.
Okay.
It is hair. It's like maybe 2 or 3 strands of
How
hair
did that get there?
blowing in the wind.
Is it like a high up? Was the wire high up, or was it kind
Um,
of? Are we dealing with a tall person or a short person?
If you had to guess it, from between 5.5 to 6 foot.
Okay. What color is it?
Well, like, are we kind of
Brown.
standing in the dark? I mean,
Or
Well,
vampires.
there are,
And it's a factory. They probably have lights on.
yeah, I mean, they're like
Mandatory
the,
lights. I don't know what they're called, but I can't remember. So brown.
Yep.
Okay. There's some brown hair
That tells us nothing.
from someone who is somewhat tall.
only from the majority of.
Everyone.
Yeah, well,
Tall brown hair.
we narrowed out the blondes.
Brown hair, only the majority of white people.
Can we just say that I did not pick it up?
You already touched it.
You already got it. You have
You
it.
screwed up everything.
Oh,
Did she
well,
touch all of it or just one
They
part?
are
Because we can
probably
DNA the
white.
rest of that.
I have this.
Well, I mean,
Don't
you can
touch the
still-
rest of it.
You can
I'm
still
not gonna touch the rest of it.
pick out the DNA.
Okay, keep a bag. You're an investigator. I'm gonna put this in something. Sure.
And have a
She's an investigator.
Ziploc baggie.
Ziploc baggie.
You had your lunch in it. It was a sandwich.
No, now we got
Finger
her
sandwich.
and sandwich on our hair.
Do you have
They're gonna take that out
Do you
and be
have
like,
a
what are
bag
you
and
doing?
also easy access to a genetics lab?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, investigator. Why wouldn't she? She's got contact. Do you have contacts?
She has lots of
One of your
contacts.
contacts is a that thing that does the genetic testing.
Genetics investigation.
That's not what they're called. What are they called?
Forensics?
Forensic.
There you
investigators.
go.
What's his name?
There you go.
Dexter is a forensic investigator.
Freaking Dexter! Oh my gosh! Why did he tell you this?
And he's probably still searching.
Mhm.
I mean, you did
What
look
else
him up
does
and then
Dexter
hang
do?
up on him.
I'm a
Murder
moody
people.
vampire. What do you want me to do?
Dexter's a liar.
Okay, I'm gonna call
So I say
Dexter.
liar.
Because he didn't
He didn't-
tell the whole truth.
He didn't have any information.
Well, this sucks.
She didn't know he was in the
Okay.
jeans
I'm
prison.
gonna call Dexter. This might be ugly.
Okay.
Hello,
I'm
Dexter.
gonna wander around. I'm gonna steal some Twinkies.
What is it?
Sorry, I hung up on you.
What do you want?
I need access to your lab and probably to you. I found something at the crime scene. I need you to check it out.
What are you milling around at the crime scene for?
It's a long story.
Not really.
Please.
We just decided.
I'll be there in 20.
Thanks.
That is a long time.
Hang up on you.
Okay.
He's used to it.
Mhm.
I'm not paying for the cab this time. And I swear to God if it's the cash cab again.
At least there won't be throat this time.
This time it's the heroin cab.
Oh,
Much more crazy.
Much
Can we take a Twinkie cab? Is there such a thing? We could just steal one of the Twinkie buses. Drive it.
Good.
Oh, I
You
used to
could
have.
steal a Twinkie van, a hostess van.
Let's steal a hostess van.
I'm gonna take
Why
these
not?
Twinkies.
Do you have drive?
No, I don't. You made me get rid of it, so I can be
Does,
naked.
I have one.
Great.
I have to drive. I can drive
Okay.
things.
You have subterfuge. You could. I guess subterfuge.
Am I the only one that can drive?
That
So
looks
you
like
could just lie.
Yeah.
So I can go lie my way into a Twinkie van?
Okay, wait, which one was it?
We're Twinkie deliverers. We look obviously like Twinkie deliverers.
Anybody have
Especially-
security?
Dumb question. What?
Security. Oh, it's.
I have security. I'm a driver and security.
I have 4 security.
I have 2 security. Oh, he has
You have
4.
2 security?
He has
I
4.
have 4.
You
I'm
have
2.
4? I mean, you could crack a safe, so you can easily hotwire that car.
I would hope so.
Add your.
Can I go? Should I go lie about it first? And then, like make more trouble? Or
Go with
what's our prince's name? Joseph.
Manipulation. Wait.
To a hotwire card.
Just give just straight security. So roll for it.
How many manipulation do you have?
Me, I have 3.
I have 3.
It's
You got an 8.
I'm guessing I'll give it 5 up. So you already know how to do it. So pull out the dash or pull the underside of the steering column out and hotwire you a car.
And I guess hand it
Or
over to
hostess
her
man.
because
I'm
she's the one that can drive.
I'm driving this car.
Oh, goodness.
Twinkie
And it's
Vans.
like suddenly 4 people who work for the authorities are now criminals.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think
I'll
of
run
that.
You're
about.
like, this is a very bad
I'll
idea.
steal it. No one will ever know.
Do they have Twinkies in the van? Are we taking Twinkies?
There's a few boxes. of
Yes.
Twinkies. You're a vampire. You don't eat
I want to eat the
Twinkies.
Twinkies.
We can like.
I won't eat them and then throw them up.
Did you? That's what you probably would do unless you took digest food.
Yes.
There's a merit. Where
Really?
that allows you to eat
Darn!
more
You can just keep them in your
I'm gonna throw up those drinks later anyways. So I
or
can
your
just
RV rather.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'll store them in my RV.
Keep them in your RV.
Yeah.
Like put them in a shadow box.
You have an
Put
RV?
some on the
I have
wall.
an RV. Yes.
Fabulous.
I know.
That's
Great.
like trailer park trash fabulous.
Very much so.
Okay,
Okay.
so are you driving?
I am driving.
Okay.
Where are we going?
I guess
Driving
you're
to
going
nowhere.
to the precinct.
Okay, yeah, that place.
You're going the wrong way.
Don't know where that is.
Okay.
We're letting the drunk one drive.
I'm not drunk. Oh,
So you know how to
Figure it out.
drive, so you get there. You get there about the time Dexter pulls up, and he's just like he run. You pull up. You guys
Is
get
Dexter
out.
given?
Dexter is.
Okay, so he's probably tired.
No, he is. He just woke up.
Okay,
He
good.
you guys pull up in a hostess van.
We pull up to the police precinct. Stolen van.
Great idea.
You do so.
I can lie really well, so
No, it's okay.
You guys get out. Dexter pulls up, looks at you guys, and runs into a light post because he can't believe what's going on.
Yes.
Um,
He deserves
I'll
it.
go check on him.
He's fine. He just doesn't understand life right
I
now.
give him a Twinkie. Say, here you go, bet that.
He is still in his pajamas.
I give him more Twinkies.
He gets out. You give him a Twinkie.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And I pat him on the head. Say it's okay.
He's not Dobby. So you give Dexter a food.
I don't know if that makes him a free elf or not.
It makes him
Twinkies
a-
make you a free elf.
Makes him a full elf when he eats it.
Oh, it's good.
Anyway, so I give him a Twinkie and the hair.
Okay.
Sounds like a really bad children's story. Twinkie and the hair.
Kind of like Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, it's like a spin-off series.
Okay,
What is the time?
I've got the time on here.
Just like
How long has it been?
15.
We've got like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Twinkie Vans.
Twinkie man.
So it's Twinkie Vans.
Alright,
So I
it's
say, what's that, Dexter?
He slides in. It doesn't like. Are you guys like following in tow, like a
Yes.
line following? Okay.
Sure.
A
Soft
few of
drinks are
the
behind.
officers at their desk like give you guys funny looks
I wave.
and like it's obvious that Dexter often comes in his pajamas because they pay him very little mind.
I throw Twinkies to everyone.
Okay.
Just carrying a box of Twinkies. They need some too.
Okay.
It's not fair to
This
get
is like,
Dexter
this
ones.
is like humans work.
Roughly 8 hours ago, a murder happened in the Twinkie
They
factory.
need the Twinkies.
A
Call
murder
me.
happened in the Twinkie factory.
She's a good liar. I got that from a
You
friend.
might not be though.
I will lie for Maximilian.
Okay, just because you are a good liar doesn't
They
mean that they are idiots.
They don't have to
I
believe
mean,
that
they're
it
the
came from
police.
that factory. I
These
could have
are-
got it from a friend.
I mean, yeah, but we did take their van.
There is a
They could look outside and
stolen
see the Twinkie van. Why can't I give them
van
Twinkies?
outside in front of the precinct?
Yeah, because like how come I didn't see that? I can give them Twinkies. They'll find out sooner or
Can we
later.
lie and say that she worked at the Twinkie factory?
Yeah,
She brought them to.
She's famous.
Can
I am
I?
famous. I have 2
Well,
Well, that means she can get away with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
We're thinking
Can I just lie and say I'm not a
And I have
associate?
influence.
You're like,
Which I guess will work because
Fade
I'm
out
too busy
of it.
looking at her.
It's like, I'm out of here.
We're just
Got time for
We're
this.
just bringing the Twinkies to congratulate them on the great job they're doing.
Yep.
At not finding the Twinkie killer.
Yes.
He doesn't kill Twinkies.
It's motivation.
Okay.
When you see these Twinkies.
Dexter analyzes the does the forensic stuff, whatever the hell you call it.
Mhm.
He is upset with you. he like,
It's been a really bad night for me, Dexter. I'm so sorry.
okay, he comes back with a positive match on a person. It is a human.
What is his name?
You like doing that to him. You can't think of names.
Nathan.
Okay. Nathan.
What's his last name?
Drake.
Twinkie.
Nathan Twinkie.
No, Nathan Drake.
Okay.
He has 2 first names.
Then,
No wonder he's a murderer.
Okay.
He already has a record of
Killing people?
of domestic violence and a suspected murder that he got acquitted of, and several other things. You know who he is, and you gotta find him.
Okay.
I'm gonna call my peeps.
Actually,
I mean,
I was
they have a
going
listed
to-
address.
I
2 of
was-
them actually.
I was gonna notify the prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can think of a lot more people who'd be better equipped to deal with that than me.
Oh yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with this. I do not want to end up strung to the rafters of another Twinkie factory. So, I'm going to text the prince. Can I text the prince?
You don't just text the prince.
He
You
texted
text-
me!
No, one of his advisors
Wait,
texted
text the
you.
advisor.
I don't think I have anything that will allow me to text the prince, so
You
I have
are-
status.
You respond to the
That's
advisor.
Can I not just go talk to the prince?
You have to have it.
He's not a monarch. He's not like a big figure. He's just an overseer.
He's the Prince of the Vampire Prince of Boston. He
Okay.
has better
I'm
things to do.
texting the advisor.
Okay.
I feel ashamed.
You'll deal with it. It's okay.
Ask
Okay.
him
He
if he
gets the
wants
message.
Twinkie.
Doesn't respond right away.
Text him again. Spam message until he answers.
Well, that's probably.
Well, I don't want to go. I don't want to go check it out.
Yeah, I really don't know.
All right. So you're like, I'm out.
Oh,
Anyways, do what?
do I have him? Do I have any like contacts with like someone who can deal with this?
As a private investigator, who would your contacts be with? Like, who would you make contacts with? Like, what? Or not as a private investigator, as an information broker, you'd probably make contacts with people who
With a lot of people.
know a lot of people, have a lot of information, get a
Call
lot of
some
information.
brouhaha up.
So
That's stereotyping. I probably shouldn't do that. I mean,
Very frowned upon.
call some tough people.
brouhaha.
Yeah,
Mhm.
tough.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Sure,
sure.
you could find somebody. Might cost you.
Yeah.
Depends on if
So
you
we
want
need
to
to go
spend your
higher.
personal money.
We need to go find some Assamites just to kill this guy. So he went dead or alive, does it say?
Where do you roll? Are you just rolling?
I didn't do my blood. I have no blood.
None of us have any blood. Whoops.
I'm dying. I can't move.
I now have 5 blood. I think it's a little late. We've already played this
Yeah.
almost all the way through.
I'm giving myself blood anyway.
Sorry.
Man, I don't know who I'd call.
Maybe a gang of some sort?
You could call one of the
That's
Assamites.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But that's why I asked, do they want them dead or alive? Am I still with Dexter? I'm in front of the whole police department.
Yes.
Guys, do we want him dead or alive?
Like, yeah, that's why I don't know if we should like really act with that one.
I mean, we're with the police department. Why don't we just tell the police to go?
I don't know.
Go, police!
Dexter's half
Go!
Dexter's asleep on his keyboard.
But didn't the prince want like?
Him turned over to the authorities.
Oh,
They just don't want any more kindred to get involved.
Mhm.
Unless it's a killer, I guess. But it's not. It's a human, apparently. That's what Dexter said. I don't know how Dexter would know. Does Dexter know we're vampires?
Yeah.
Okay.
He would. Well,
I didn't think the humans knew. That's kind of the part of the masquerade.
well,
Mhm.
also having a contact. I mean, the way I've always done it is some people kind of like in the Blade movies, you have what are they called? Like certain humans who know
Okay.
that
That's
are bound to keep it a secret. I mean, if they don't, they get eaten.
Dead.
Okay. Well, I will explain that situation to Dexter
Okay.
about how our prince wants this guy caught, and
Now they
Because
go.
they're
Now they go about immediately. Dexter waddles out and talks with an investigator or detective, and then detective calls up some people, and some sirens go on, and
you get him.
you don't know.
We have like 5
How much
minutes to
time?
get this guy.
All right. So what?
5 minutes. Well,
So what about the guy they have in custody? 'Cause that was
I mean, that's what. He's still in custody technically.
they can't really release him until they've got the other guy
Well,
right.
no, I mean now they have DNA evidence. They didn't even
So
have
you can
that
go?
on the other guy.
Yay!
You'll probably have to negotiate it.
Is there anybody around to negotiate with? Or
There's
they
like
only?
the jailer and like
What
a
would,
couple
what would you
detectives.
what would you use to negotiate?
I mean, you could intimidate. You could probably use streetwise with manipulation or charisma.
Either way, they're both the same. So, okay. So streetwise, you said.
No, I would say no.
Subterfuge, intimidation, leadership.
I would probably just go with charisma and manipulation. So, 6.
What am I getting above here?
7s or above.
you got 2 seconds.
Yeah, but
Instead
still
of
one knocked it out.
So just 1 7.
So 1 success.
I think that this game was functional.
1 success. It's a marginal success. You do as much talking as you can. Kind of get nowhere with it.
Well, I'm obviously getting nowhere with this.
Can we try? I'll try. I'll intimidate you.
You're a private investigator.
Yeah.
Like
You work with these guys often.
So, did you say charisma and manipulation?
Yes.
like a really high charisma manipulation. But I also don't really look human.
Yeah,
So
that's what
yeah.
I was wondering.
That's
You
terrifying.
can use obfuscate to like, if I'm not mistaken, to keep yourself.
You can use blood points to keep yourself looking human for a
Yeah, no,
short
he's
period
a
of time.
He is a Nosferatu. He's like 20 years, like
Yeah,
snaggly
okay.
tooth. Like
It
his
says
teeth
that
do
Nosferatu
this
can
instead
use
of
it.
this.
Yeah, they're They can
Nosferatu.
use
No. Okay. I'm sorry you don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody didn't watch SpongeBob.
Well, SpongeBob man. That's my show.
Well, if he's using the thing to,
Okay.
this one. Give me that one.
Yeah, I do have Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Ooh.
That sounds nice.
I need to roll manipulation plus acting, which I don't have.
Oh. You don't have any acting?
Well.
Okay. I'm gonna lower the success for you, so you can do it on 4-ups. With charisma and yeah. What are your skills? We'll actually go with you have law.
I do. Two.
You have charisma.
Yes.
Use law and charisma.
Okay. So what do I roll?
Law, however many
Law
points
plus
into it.
charisma.
Law plus charisma.
2, 5.
So you're going to basically use your knowledge of law and your
All your abilities. I knew I'd come in handy.
charismatic, fortitude to
Above a 7?
four.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just made it hard for me.
Well, it was hard for you because
Because
you had no contacts with the police and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you have
Alright.
one right.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still getting nowhere.
Still not really getting anywhere.
Can I intimidate him? Did I
You
intimidate
can try.
him and dominate him?
How are you gonna intimidate?
First off, what does dominate do?
Dominate literally. You use it and you
You're like
can
sitting on this man.
command
Let him
someone.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's not the way. Okay, dominate. Command. The vampire locks eyes with the subject and speaks one word command, which must be obeyed
Let him
instantly.
go.
Can I do that?
Manipulation plus intimidation. Okay. Yeah.
So just 5. What? Accurate. Thank you.
We're all good this time. We're all sucking.
What's gonna be above?
Let's see here. Few mortals can hope to resist dominate. Still, there's extremely rare individuals who, due to strong religious faith, blah 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 blah.
This guy just fine.
No. So he listened to it. Let's him go.
Oh, sweet.
Yay! Princey should be happy.
Prince Joseph. Okay, and that's actually it. We have 1 minute. So I guess.
So I mean, y'all had a problem. Y'all
And a
solved it.
resolution.
And a resolution.
Okay.
So there you go.
Even though
Now
we
we can
don't
stop.
really know how
Do anything.